What's up, y'all? Site Perspectives GeoFucks here. Let's talk about the damage to the bank account. So I have to get a few things fixed. Number one, the left wheel bearing went out. Number two, I have a slight leak in my water pump. So there's the water pump and the belt to fix that. Number three, I need new front rotors and brake pads. Number four, my left turning signal, the entire switch went out. So that also has to be fixed. And I already knew that I needed tires, so number five, tires. If I was to get everything done, which the crazy thing is I'm getting a deal, because where I'm going, I was referred to by another person to go there. I'm actually getting a really good deal. But if I was to get all five things done, it would be $1,810.50 out the door. Everything completed. I'm getting four things done and leaving out the tires because I typically go to Discount Tire when I do purchase tires. Last time I purchased tires is going on 3 years ago. So it's time. So that took it down significantly. So the cost is $1,187 to get the four things done, which, you know, the wheel bearing, the tire rod, the blinker switch, the water pump with the leak and the bell, and the front brakes and rotors, brake pads and rotors. So that's what I'm doing. My car will be ready the first half of Tuesday, so I'm assuming before 12 p.m. it'll be ready. It'll be fixed and ready, and honestly, that's a deal. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to do this, and I have support and assistance from family, and I also have a savings set aside to do this. But I'm just thankful for, number one, the network opportunities, because I got a referral to come to this place to get this service in the first place. So I'm very thankful of that. I'm also very thankful that, again, I have support from family and I have support from my savings to be able to get things taken care of. But it's just something to think about. You know, when you're on a fixed income, which it can be argued, we were talking about this at work. Another colleague of mine said this, and I totally agree with my colleague. When you think about it, your average person is on a fixed income because most of us don't have a say-so on how much money we're going to make. And then most of us aren't making quality living wages to begin with. So it's a fixed income. I make $1,193 every 2 weeks. It's always the same pay. I had shortchanged myself by $8 because I was saying $1,185. It's $1,193 every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. I'm paid twice a month. And it's the same pay because I'm salary. So it doesn't matter if I work over 40 hours. I'm never getting time and a half, never getting overtime, never being paid. All we get is flex time. So, like, for example, this past Sunday, I worked 3.5 hours. So technically, I can gain 3.5 hours back to myself, either coming in later or leaving early or having a longer lunch, stuff like that. But you'll never be paid overtime or time and a half. You'll never have that because you're salary. So again, I'm on a fixed income, $1,193, and it's going to cost $1,187 to get the four things fixed on my car. And I got to pay that tomorrow. So you think about that. I'm basically left with $6. And it just goes to show you, like, again, we do not make enough money And that's a deal. I mean, that's still a blessing in itself. That's still a blessing. That's still a deal. That's still a privilege to have the network capabilities to have a referral to a decent licensed professional mechanic that's willing to do all of that work. Because I've been to other, for example, I went to the muffler man 5 years ago for the same issue with the tire rod and the wheel bearing. And just for those two things, it was $1,200. So the fact that this place is doing 4 different repairs under $1,200, that's the deal. So I'm not taking that for granted. That's a privilege and a blessing, and I'm thankful to my resources and network. Having family that can assist me on paying these things and having a savings of my own that can assist on paying for these repairs and costs. These are privileges and blessings. However, I'm still acknowledging the difficulties here. Because we got to be real. It is expensive out here. And once again, for a lot of us, our wages and salaries do not reflect the cost of living or inflation. It also doesn't reflect the fact that, I have a master's degree. I have 8+ years of experience. I'm doing the job of 6 to 7 people. Like, I'm literally working a job with 6 to 7 roles that I have to fulfill with 2 other individuals who are also in the same job, and all of us are working 6 to 7 jobs and only being paid for 1. So there's just so many things to take into consideration when we talk about these issues with economics and finances, low wages, poverty pay, cost of living, inflation. You feel me? Somebody had mentioned you could be on the bus, take the bus to save money. I totally agree. However, it depends on your location. I don't live in a major city. And then I'm outside, quote unquote, in the suburbs. I'm outside on the outskirts of the city. And the city itself is not a major city. So we don't have quality. I'm just going to be real. We don't have quality mass transit here. So good luck on finding the bus. Good luck on finding the bus stop. And good luck on them being on time and consistent enough that you can get to and from work. So that's a whole nother thing. Yes, that is very true. If you are able to take the bus, take the bus. That is a great way to save money on car maintenance, on gas, car insurance, car maintenance, wear and tear. That's a great way to save money if you live in a major city that has a really good mass transit system. If not, you don't really have those options. And again, I have to be at work 5 days a week, which also in itself is ridiculous considering that my job is 100% behind the computer. I could be at home. Just being real. But I agree. If you have the option to take the bus, take the bus. Save money. You got the option to take the subway, save money. You feel me? If you can carpool, save money. But it's something to think about. And yeah, I just want to give y'all an update. It's going to cost $1,187 to get 4 things repaired. And I'm just thankful that I'm able to do it, that I have support and resources and networks to be able to do it. I mean, it's a blessing and a privilege. And at the same time, it is a financial hardship and difficulty. And these are issues that so many of us deal with on a day-to-day basis. Paycheck to paycheck living. And again, I try to save every paycheck. I got bills that I'm paying every paycheck. I'm trying to stretch those bills paycheck to paycheck, and again, this is why I'm looking for another job. This is also why I'm looking to leave the social services, human resources, human services field, because it just does not pay. It is what it is. As long as we're living in a capitalist society, your job needs to bring in a decent revenue so you can actually live a quality life. I'm out.